No matter what your main dish is for Oktoberfest, you will love this German braised cabbage as a fantastic side dish. Called Rotkohl in German, German braised cabbage in English is delish. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make Rotkohl, or German braised red cabbage. This is going to be a fantastic dish. This is perfect for Oktoberfest. If you've got a main dish, this is a perfect side dish. And it has obviously red cabbage, which is purple, but we call it red cabbage. We're gonna have one green apple. This is a Granny Smith. We're gonna have one small onion cut up thinly, sliced nice and thinly. We're going to have some apple cider vinegar. I'm using about 1/3 of a cup, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and about 6 cloves, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/3 to 1/2 cup of chicken broth, and a bay leaf. And that, some salt and pepper, and at the end we're going to, we might add a little more salt, we might add a little more vinegar, just see where we are on it. I like it sliced thinly. Some people actually just chop it. Whatever you like, just do it that way. That's perfect. Hey, if you would, I'd appreciate you like and subscribe. And if you comment, I will respond to your comments. And if you make it, let me know. And if you send a picture, I may be able to post that too. One thing about a mandolin is it will cut you fast. So obviously be careful here. You don't want rings, you want nice long pieces. Pole to pole on the, we gotta get the apple ready. All right, that's how you can tell if a knife's actually sharp. So you can cut the head of cabbage, you're in pretty good shape. Cut this core out, about a 45-degree angle both ways. Same thing over here, about a 45-degree angle. Now I'm just going to slice this. And then I'm going to cut these in half, and that's going to be good. We've got everything ready to go. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of butter. As soon as this melts, we're going to put in the apples and the onions. Now the one thing is, this dish, it takes about 2 hours, but 90 minutes at a minimum to braise. So we really braise this. And the braising liquid is essentially the apple cider vinegar, which we have 1/3 cup of, and about 1/2 cup to, about 1/3 to 1/2 cup of chicken broth. Then we'll add our sugar and cloves and our bay leaf after we get the cabbage going. Did I mention that I wish we had these when I did Indian Princess with my girls? This, you said that last time, but the Coleman stove, but you got to pump that thing up, and then about halfway in, you got to pump it up again. This is like, now, we're going to put the apples and the onions in. And I'm going to skip that root there. And we're going to cook this about 7 to 10 minutes. I'm going to add a little more butter. It's getting a little dry, and that brown will all come off and add flavor to this. Time to put the cabbage in. We're not putting the other liquid in yet. We're going to cook this for about 5 minutes, and then we'll braise it. And braising just means you're cooking it with the liquid. It's not boiled though, and that's because there's not that much liquid. Start mixing this up a little bit. Pull up some of the onions and apples. And this pot is for my girls for Father's Day. When is Father's Day? Yeah. It's made, it's a Dutch oven that goes in a green egg. It's made for that, but we're gonna use it for this. So it's been more than 5 minutes, and we're ready to add the rest of the ingredients, which then we can start the braising. And this is looking already, isn't this just gorgeous? I mean, this looks so good. I mean, if you love red cabbage, if you like it, a little bit of vinegar to it, it's just a super, super tasty dish. It's a perfect side. I got 6 juniper berries, along with my 5 or 6 cloves. And I'm going to put that in there with the 3 tablespoons of sugar. And that's going to add some more flavor. Put my bay leaf in. I'm going to go ahead and put in all of the chicken broth, about 1/2 cup, and then 1/3 of a cup of apple cider vinegar. Red cider apple vinegar. No, I don't, okay, yeah, we'll get it right. We'll get it right. And at the end, it's also time for salt and a little pepper. I just have to put pepper in because for the most part, unless you're having dessert, pepper's good. And I'm not sure if the pepper wouldn't be good with dessert. And now we're going to stir this up. And if you see there's enough liquid in there. That's why this is called braised, because it's not covered. Now, I'm making a sauerbraten, actually at the same time, as this. And it's actually covered. So technically, I'm not sure if that's 100% legitimate braised or not, but it's close to it. Anyhow, it's just a little bit of braising liquid, which we just have in there. We'll mix this nice and well. And we're gonna let this go at least 90 minutes, 2 hours preferably. And it's already got the smell. This is gonna be fantastic. I am gonna move this to the stove, and I am gonna cook it covered for 2 hours. And we're just gonna put it on low, cook it for 2 hours, and we'll be ready to go. Rotkohl just means red cabbage in German. It was cultivated. Red cabbage didn't exist. It didn't occur naturally. It was bred, and it was bred in Europe in the Middle Ages. It was also cultivated in Germany since the Middle Ages. It was first written about, that we know of, in the 12th century or the 1100s. Red cabbage is related to broccoli, cauliflower, and kale, and it's actually sometimes called purple cabbage, which is what I would think it would be called because it's purple. It's kind of like red onions are called, but they're purple. So this is one of those things. Cabbage dates back to about 4000 BC, but that form of cabbage was not the firm heads that we have today. It was very different from that. Believe it or not, red cabbage is slightly more nutritious than green cabbage. I love red cabbage. And it's good raw on salads, cut up in small pieces, and it's going to be good braised. If it's northern Germany, it's called Rotkohl, and if it's southern Germany, it's called Blaukraut. It's been 2 full hours, and I'll tell you what, the smell in the kitchen is fantastic. You can smell this. You can smell the cloves, the juniper. It's great. I'm going to bring this pot over here now. I will need some these things. All right, so look at this. All right, you ready to look at this? This is gonna be good. The steam coming off of there. Stuff is cooked nicely. Oh, if you could, I wish you could smell this. This smells so good. It's got almost a nutty smell to it. Can you smell it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is a dish that takes some time, but it's easy. It's super simple. Absolutely simple. It's just a matter. It's like cooking a turkey. You know what? It takes 4 to 6 hours sometimes. It may take 8 hours. It doesn't matter. It's time to taste this. This is cooked 2 full hours. It's steaming hot. I did taste it a little bit in the pot to see if I needed to add any more vinegar, any more sugar, any more salt, and I don't think so. Oh. Yeah. I'm happy with this. All right, Miss Gaines, come try this. What do you taste this? It's right. Am I wrong? No.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Different than I thought it would be. Mm-hmm. You can taste several different flavors in it.
Absolutely taste several things in there. You can taste a little bit of the cloves, not much.
Just a hint.
Just a hint. Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's got a little tang to it. But the taste.
It from the apple cider vinegar?
It's from the apple cider vinegar. And then it's got a little bit of sweetness to it from the honey and the sugar.
You can taste the sweetness.
Absolutely. I'm happy with it. You got to try this. This is so easy to make. It just takes a little time. Like and subscribe if you will. And I'll see you next time on Lawyer in the Kitchen.